Chale guys, we'll start away with activity based costing. There hasn't been an attempt, not only in CA Inter and in CA Final, that this topic hasn't been coming. Okay, in every attempt from 2002 till today, it has always come. And 2002 was that year when ICA learned that there is something like activity based costing which is becoming very famous. Worldwide, it was a technique which started to gain momentum. In 1996, ICA took around 6 years to understand, first of all, that what do you mean by activity based costing up and so on. And finally, in my attempt, that was in 2002 when I cleared. So at that time, those guys had introduced it for the first time. But since the time those guys had introduced, they are pretty excited about it. They think that, like, this is world apart, whatever has been told, this is too classic. We want to be asking questions on this in each and every attempt. So whether it was your CA Inter or your CA Final, the old course, new course, it has always been asked. And as per me, for a long time, it will always be asked, because this is where, like, now these days, the things are working towards activity based costing only in every business. What do you mean by activity based costing? Before that, listen. This is a technique that slightly is a contradictory technique as compared to your absorption costing. You all have done your absorption costing in quite a number of chapters. We did the chapter of overheads. Then we did a chapter of integral, non-integral. In all these places, we basically were trying to be learning absorption costing only. Absorption costing taught two things to me. How to be making books of accounts, that I'm not interested much now. Second thing, it taught me how to put overheads inside the product. Okay, and it does that by the means of absorption rate. Absorption rate is BOH upon BLA. There are 6 methods to find out absorption rate. You tell me those 6 methods, please. You tell me in order, I will be able to remember always. Output, machine hour, labor hour, labor cost, material cost, and prime cost. There are 6 methods. Try to find out one of those particular methods. Okay, try to follow one of those particular methods. That is one thing. Second particular thing is that how do you find out absorption rate? You can find out one rate for one company, that will be called as blanket method. You can try to be finding out one rate for one department, that will be called as departmental method. Actually, we all have done breakup of that also. Okay, you can try to have multiple rates for one department also, but let's not go into that. That is not much useful. Now, what I'm trying to be doing in this lecture only, okay, I'll not be doing any questions, but then I'll give you all the base that is required for each and every question. Listen, I'm giving you an example of absorption costing first, something that you all know by now. I think so in a proper way. Then once we solve it using absorption costing, we'll try to discuss its disadvantages. Then I'll introduce what is activity based costing, and we will conclude with that. Okay. So whatever time we all have left, I'm going to be doing activity based costing. Now again, I'm saying you want to be passing, this particular chapter will help you all to pass. It is compulsory. Okay, it will be coming for sure no matter whatever happens. Okay, question on activity based costing will always be coming in exams. Okay, listen. Let's start. Listen. I framed one example which I want to be telling it to you all. We'll solve it once using absorption. We'll solve it once using activity based costing. Okay, these are exactly two contradictory techniques. Let's start. Listen. My company produces 3 products. Product A, product B, product C. These are the number of units that we are thinking we'll be producing in this year. What? We will be producing 10,000 units of A, 5,000 units of B, and 50,000 units of C. First of all, there is more than one product, so I cannot follow output method. We have 3 types of products: product A, product B, and product C. We are thinking that we are going to be producing these many number of units in this entire year. Further in this particular case, next thing, listen. Listen to me very carefully. We have got 4 departments. P1 and P2 are the production departments. S1 and S2 are the servicing departments. Okay. Production departments whereby the goods get produced. In P1 department, 2 products get produced. Which 2 products? Product A, product B. In P1 department, workers are there, machines are there, but mainly machines are more prominent there. Okay. I'm asking you all why I must have told you this particular line so that we can follow. Can somebody tell me? Machine hour method in that particular department. I've given you all the number of machine hours taken or to be taken. for each and every unit of product A and product B. Do remember, in P1 department, only product A and product B get produced. Only product A and product B. Okay. So therefore, product A, to produce 1 unit of A, we require 3 machine hours. To produce 1 unit of B, we require 12 machine hours. Okay. Product C does not get produced in P1. Then where does it get produced? It gets produced in P2 department. In P2 department, there are machines, there are workers, but workers play a very big role. Obviously, I am telling you this particular line so that we can follow labor hour method over here. To produce 1 unit of product C, we take 2.5 labor hours. To produce 1 unit of C, in P2 department, we take 2.5 labor hours. In P2 department, which products do not get produced? A and B. In department P1, you will tell me which product does not get produced? C. Product C. Okay. We have 2 servicing departments also, S1 and S2. S1 is a purchase department. They have to be purchasing the raw materials. Okay. Whenever you will purchase the raw materials, you will incur ordering cost. We all have done ordering cost in our material costing. That was symbolized as CA. You all remember that? Yes. My total ordering cost will be mainly your transportation cost up and so on. My total ordering cost for this year is supposed to be 1 lakh rupees. That's what I'm thinking. Now, further, my other department is a boiler house department. Boiler house department, if you all remember, I've told this particular thing in the chapter of overheads also. If you go to iron and steel companies, like those companies require huge amount of temperature so that production can be starting. There's a dedicated department called as boiler house department. Boiler house department will generate the steam. Steam goes inside the machines. Machines start to become hot. Once they reach a certain temperature, in that particular case, the production will be started. Okay. Now, this water boiling cost is called as setup cost. We all have done setup cost also actually in material costing. In fact, the symbol of that was also CA only in the theory of ORS. Okay. So, total setup cost in this particular case will be 2 lakh rupees. Okay. Now, ignore this data for the time being. If somebody gave me only this much amount of data and told me, please use absorption costing and find out how much overheads should be charged to each unit of product A, product B and product C. How will your sum be solved? Okay. Now this is my example, so therefore at a certain moment of time I can make some assumptions in order to continue. Okay, I have not tried to give entire amount of data, but I have still given lot amount of data. Okay, now see. So under absorption costing, we got to be finding out absorption rate. I try to be thinking I have 2 departments. Let me follow departmental method. Okay. So if I am going to be following departmental method, although I have already answered, but still I'll ask you, will I have 2 rates or will I have 4 rates?
2 rates.
2 rates. Beta, your absorption rates are only for the production departments. No, the cost of servicing departments get reapportioned to the production department. You all remember reapportionment?
Yes,
there were 3 methods under reapportionment. You had direct method, stepladder method and reciprocal method, correct? Okay. So let me try to make the same statement that you all made in so many questions here. Okay, so sir, P1 department, P2 department, S1 department, S2 department. Okay. Our absorption rates come under 3 steps. Which 3 steps? You have allocation, you have apportionment, and lastly in this case you all have reapportionment. So therefore time for me to be giving you cost. I want to be keeping example quite simple. So I have not given you any specific cost of P1, any specific cost of P2. I have not given you that. But for S1, that's a purchase department. Whenever they will be purchasing, they will be incurring that transportation cost. That is overheads. Okay. Total ordering cost in this particular case will be say 1 lakh rupees for the year. Okay. This is total ordering cost, which will be 1 lakh rupees. Then for S2 department, that is my boiler house department, the steam generation cost, all those particular things come as part of your setup cost. It will be 2 lakh rupees. So therefore, my first step of allocation. For P1, I have not given you any cost. So therefore, nil. For P2, I have not given you any cost. So therefore, nil. For S1, 1 lakh. For S2, 2 lakhs. Do remember, apportionment is always done of common expenses. You all remember that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there is no apportionment. I have not given you any common expense here. So therefore, this is still nil. This is still nil. This is 1 lakh. This is 2 lakhs. Okay. Then reapportionment. Reapportionment in this particular case Now there are three methods: direct, stepladder and reciprocal. Tell me which is the easiest? Direct. I'll follow that direct method only. I'll remove 1 lakh from here and I will transfer any amount to P1 and P2, any amount. Now any amount in this particular case, say that, you will remember that in the beginning questions, those guys used to give us a table of percentages divided up in the ratio of percentage. Okay, so something like that you can try to imagine. Some percentages are given. So 1 lakh rupees, I'll take any damn bifurcation of that. Say 75,000, 25,000, any damn thing. Okay, any damn thing. 2 lakh rupees I'll reduce from here. I'll take some weird bifurcation, that'll be better. Say that I'll take 37,500 over here. I'll take 62,500 over here. Any damn bifurcation. Okay. Once you will do that, obviously cost of service departments will become 0. This will start to give you your BOH. 112,500 and this is this was 162,500 plus 25,000, 187,500. Okay, now this is where I'll require your help, divided by BLA. Obviously in P1 department I'll follow machine hour method, so I'll require number of machine hours. In P2 department I'll require labor hours. The example is there in front of you. Use your calculus. Tell me, in P1 department, how many machine hours we are going to be working in this entire year? Whatever data you all require is there on the screen right now. Use your calculus or use your brains and try to tell me.
15 into 12 into 1000 into 5000.
Okay, in P1 department, how many machine hours will be made? So 10,000 units of A will be getting made into 3. So therefore, can we say 30,000 machine hours A will be requiring plus 5,000 into 12, that will be 60,000. So therefore 60,000 hours product B will be requiring 30 plus 60. So therefore how many machine hours? 90,000. Now everybody will tell me for for P2 department. For P2 department, total number of labor hours will be what into what? 50,000 to 2.5. Okay, so 50,000 to 2.5 will be 1,25,000. Okay. Now this will be absorption rate per hour. Use your calculus. You tell me the two absorption rates, please. 112,500 upon 90,000. That will be coming to how much? I'll do it faster, yaar. Come on, yaar. 1.25. This is 1.25 per machine hour. And this particular thing will be 1.5. Good. It came as the exact numbers. Okay. 1.5 per labor hour. Okay. Now, obviously, we are going to be using these rates now. Now, factory overheads per unit of product A, B and C. What does this particular rate mean? Whatever I've told you since last 1 month now. Whenever any product will be taking 1 machine hour in P1 department, charge 1.25 as overheads. Is this all okay?
Yes, sir.
So everybody will tell me 1 unit of product A will be taking how many machine hours in P1 department, beta? 3. So therefore 3 machine hours at the rate of rupees 1.25 per machine hour. Okay. Then for product B, everybody will tell me what into what? 12 into 1.25, no? 12 into 1.25. Okay. 12. I'll write down bit neatly here. So 1.25. Okay. You tell me for the last one, it will be what into what, beta?
0 into 1.25.
Okay. 2.5 into 1.25.
1.5.
Beta, listen. I don't require that 0 figure. Now listen. We are trying to talk of product C. Tell me, does product C get made in department P1? I'm just asking. No. So forget it. Does it get made in P2?
Yes.
Yes. For every labor hour, we are supposed to be charging 1.5. Tell me, in P2 department, how many labor hours product C each unit will be taking? 2.5. So therefore, in this particular case, 2.5 labor hours at the rate of 1.5 per labor hour. Okay. You tell me the 3 answers, please. 3.75. Tell me the next one. 15. Last one. 3.75. Okay. Now these are the answers that I could have given for absorption costing. Okay. Now see. Once you all have done that, now this is almost close to whatever I have taught you in the last 1 month of absorption costing. I have taught you almost this particular thing only. Okay. How to charge overheads to the product. So therefore, these are the overheads of the company. Okay. So how to charge these overheads to your products? Okay, sir, you find out your absorption rate. You charge your absorption rate to the products. And finally, you find out the overheads per unit. Perfect. Okay, so that is whatever we all did also. But now a problem. See, there must be something wrong in this. And that is why we all thought, let's shift to activity based costing. Now, what are the drawbacks of this? Listen first. Listen very carefully. See, first thing that you all did, out of 1 lakh rupees, something went over here, something went over here. That is not the drawback, but you did this. Out of 2 lakh rupees, something went over here, something went over here. This is not a drawback, but still you all did this. The drawback starts after this. After this, the first mistake that you all did is that you combined both these costs into one single cost. You all tell me, when does ordering cost get incurred? I'm just asking you all, when does ordering cost get incurred? When we order the raw materials, it is incurred at that point of time. When is setup cost incurred? Sir, whenever we set up the machines. But both these costs are two different costs. The moment you start to merge them, no, means you combine them to form a single cost. When you combine them to form a single cost, it means that you are destroying the nature of the cost. Today in 112,500, we are not interested in how much is this cost, how much is this cost. You all understood what did I speak?
Yes.
Okay, so first thing is your first drawback, you try to combine two costs which are actually not connected to each other. These two costs are nowhere connected to each other. One is incurred whenever you purchase the raw materials. One cost will be getting incurred whenever you are setting up setting up your machines. Both these costs have totally two different nature. How the hell you merge them? Sir, you only told us to merge. Yes, because that was absorption costing. So in this particular cost, actually, we are not interested how much is your setup cost, how much is your ordering cost. Okay, this is one single cost. And then you did your second mistake. What second mistake? Both these costs you absorbed based upon machine hours. Try to be thinking. Out of 112,500, can we say majority is nothing but your ordering cost?
Yes.
Try to think yourself now first time in an independent way that is your ordering cost really dependent upon machine hours that are used to make that particular product? Means what I'm trying to be saying, is it necessary that a product, listen carefully, a product that takes more machine hours to get manufactured will always be responsible to incur more amount of ordering cost? Okay, I'll again repeat. You all tell me one thing. Product B, 15 rupees of overheads. Product A, 3.75 of overheads. Tell me why the hell product B got 4 times the overheads as compared to product A. You tell me that. This figure is 4 times of this. Why? Because machine hours are 4 times. Okay. But you should try to divide those particular costs based upon machine hours which are dependent upon machine hours. Beta, ordering cost of raw materials is nowhere dependent upon machine hours which are required to make that particular product. No. It is not necessary that a product which takes more machine hours to get manufactured should be getting more amount of ordering cost also. Beta, ordering cost is not connected to this. It might happen that a product which takes lesser amount of machine hours to get manufactured might also be responsible for more amount of ordering cost. No. You all understood what the hell did I say?
Yes.
Okay, I'll say the next thing for P2. I hope so with that you all will recognize. In P2, what did you all do? Sir, we again merged this particular cost with this particular cost. It gave us this cost. And then this cost we divided based upon labor hours. Try to be thinking that is your 187,500 only dependent upon labor hours. In fact, out of 187,500, can I say 162,500 is that kind of a cost which is basically setup cost? Okay. Can we say setup cost is nowhere connected to labor hours? No. The problem that happens is under absorption costing, no, when absorption costing was formed, we thought that everything in this particular world is dependent upon only those factors like machine hours, labor cost, material cost, prime cost. But beta, there are many other factors in this particular world on which the cost depends. No, these are not the only factors. No. Example, in this case, you all try to think yourself. I will not try to be saying that. Your ordering cost, you all have done your material costing chapter. Okay, you all tell me your ordering cost is dependent upon what factor? One sec. Your ordering cost in this case was called as TCA. Your ordering cost was called as TCA, correct? No?
Yes.
Okay, you all tell me the formula for TCA. A upon Q into CA. Can you say A upon Q stands for number of orders, no?
Yes.
So ordering cost is dependent upon what particular factor? Number of orders. Okay, what I am trying to be saying that your ordering cost, see this 75,000 is ordering cost. This 25,000 is ordering cost. First mistake that you all do, you all combine your ordering cost and setup cost to form one single cost. So therefore cost lose their nature only. And then you all did the next particular mistake. How the hell you try to divide your ordering cost based upon machine hours? It is not connected with machine hours at all. Yeah? Machine hours are the machine hours required to manufacture a product, whereas this particular cost should be dependent upon number of orders. You all realize this? So somewhere or the other, it doesn't make sense. Absorption costing, no, has always been criticized to be saying that. It says that let us absorb everything based upon machine hours, based upon the labor hours. So therefore, any product which takes more machine hours and which takes more amount of labor hours to get manufactured will always get more amount of overheads, irrespective of the fact that it is actually responsible for more number of orders or not. You understood this statement?
Yes.
Example. Now I am presenting you some other data that I did not before. Okay. But now whatever I told, listen to a theory before that. Okay. That will help to resolve some kind of differences. Now what happened was absorption costing is a traditional theory. Okay. Absorption costing is a traditional theory. Under traditional theory, no, we always had this definition of fixed overheads. What was the definition of fixed overheads under absorption costing? Under absorption costing, there was one definition, is that any cost that is not fully variable with each and every unit that you all produce will be termed to be as fixed cost. Tell me one thing, think. I'll repeat this definition once more. Any cost that is not fully variable with the units that you all manufacture will be termed to be as fixed cost. Example, tell me one thing, whenever you produce one unit of product, do you order raw material specifically for that particular unit?
No, sir.
No, we will order raw material in bulk and ordering cost will get incurred in bulk, no? And then we will keep on using it. That is one thing. Second, so therefore a cost like ordering cost always used to be called as fixed cost only. Why? Because ordering cost is not incurred whenever you all produce one particular unit. Okay, same way in this particular case, you all tell me, whenever you have to produce one unit, do you set up the machines? Whenever you have to produce each and every unit, do you set up the machines? No. I will set up the machines once and I'll produce X number of units, no? So therefore, again, as per the traditional theory means absorption costing. This particular cost is called as fixed cost. Okay. And for fixed cost, we followed absorption costing. This is how absorption costing works here. I told you this entire absorption costing here. So absorption costing works like this. Now this went on for years when somebody thought how absurd this is. Okay. You will understand that it is leading actually to wrong costs. Okay. Somebody might ask, sir, prove it, no, that these costs are wrong. I'll try to be proving it now. But for that, I'll give you some other data now. These two lines. Okay. Give me 5 minutes more and this will get over. Listen to me now. Listen to me very carefully. See, in this particular case now, ordering cost should be dependent upon number of orders. So let me give you the data of number of orders now that I did not give you all before. So For product A, whenever I make product A, I require raw materials for it. I think in this entire year, I will be placing 90 orders of raw material, okay, for product A. I will be ordering for raw material of product B 5 times. I'll be ordering for raw material of product C 5 times. So in all, I'll be ordering 100 times. Okay, this is one thing. Then setup cost will get incurred whenever in this case we will set up the machines. We will set up the machines 340 times for product A, then 50 times for product B, 10 times for product C, in all 200 times. Okay. You all will understand total ordering cost of 1 lakh rupees will depend upon number of orders, no?
Yes, sir.
Pick up your calci. 1 lakh rupees must be my cost for how many orders, beta? 100 orders. Please just divide and tell me what is the cost per order? 1000. Can you say this 1000 in your material costing was called as CA? This is the ordering cost per order, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now see. Now this question I have made, okay, I have a copyright over it. You all cannot copy it when you all become teachers, okay. I thought it is my question, I will change it, okay. I thought for product A, no, there will be 91 orders. For product A, there will be 91 orders. Means I'll be placing the order for the raw materials which are required for product A 91 times, not 90 times. Can you say this thing will also become 101 time? Okay. One other thing. Can we say if I am placing one more order, I will incur 1000 rupees extra for that? 1 lakh rupees was the cost for 100 orders. Correct? No? This 1 lakh rupees, you can try to say it is fixed cost because it is not incurred whenever you are producing each and every unit. But still you all will understand that this cost will get incurred whenever you will place one more order. No? So 1 lakh rupees was the cost for how many orders, beta? 100. So therefore for per order cost was rupees 1000. If I am going to be placing 101 orders, can you say my cost will also increase by 1000? Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now see. Tell me one thing. This extra 1000 rupees I am incurring for which particular product?
Product A.
Product A. So do you all agree that this cost should be going to product A? But if you follow absorption costing, no, you will realize it will go to everybody except product A. Now try to be seeing this. So therefore, can we say 1 lakh, this will become 1 lakh 1000, this will become 1 lakh 1000. Can we say just as 1 lakh rupees got reapportioned, even this 1000 rupees extra will get reapportioned?
Yes, sir.
Whenever it will get reapportioned, can you say part of that will go to P1, part of that will go to P2? One mistake has already been done. Can you say whatever will go inside P2, ultimately that will get absorbed by product C?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is first mistake. Second, whatever goes to P1 also, no, you all will understand, ultimately will get divided among product A and product B, and product B will be taking 4 times the cost as compared to product A because it is taking 4 times number of machine hours, no? Beta, it is A's cost. You should try to divide it among A. Bloody, you are trying to divide it among everybody except A, no?
Yes.
So therefore, we try to be saying what nonsense you all are doing. If you are going to be doing that, you are not trying to arrive at correct cost for any particular product. How unfortunate in your life that you are a manufacturing company who makes product A, product B, product C. Okay, you can't even bloody try to calculate the correct cost of your particular products here. Okay, how insane. So therefore, we try to be saying this is not worth it. Okay, absorption costing is bloody meaningless. Okay, so then what to do? One thing, I told you all 3 flaws. What 3 flaws? Different costs are combined in this case and hence costs lose their nature. That is one thing. Okay, second in this particular case, I told you everything ultimately will get absorbed based upon machine hours or labor hours. That is very wrong because every cost in this world is not dependent upon machine hours or labor hours. Third, no product will be getting its own cost. No product gets its own cost. Ultimately, that 1000 rupees should have been given directly to A. First of all, you gave to C, then you gave the major share to product B. So therefore, A will not be getting much only. Okay. So obviously, that leads to wrong cost. Okay. Sir, then what is activity-based costing? Activity-based costing is far smaller, far simpler. Now, listen to me. Activity-based costing maximum takes 4 minutes for me to be explaining and finish it off. But that it takes 4 minutes because now you all know the drawbacks of this particular technique. Now see, let us try to be following activity-based costing. Now, activity-based costing, when it came, no, it was a revolution by itself. It told that don't do anything for the sake of doing. It should make sense, no? First, try to list down all the activities that are going on in the organization. In my example, there are two activities. One is your ordering activity. Other in this particular case is your setup activity. There are two activities that are going on. Second particular thing. Second, in this particular case, try to find out cost of each activity. Now, everybody will tell me, you all know the numbers also. Tell me ordering activity, what will be the cost in this year? 1 lakh. And setup cost, I had told as 2 lakh, no? 2 lakh.
Yes.
Third. Now, this is a defining moment for activity-based costing, and that is nothing but cost driver. Sir, what do you mean by cost driver? Cost driver is that factor that is responsible to change this cost. Beta, this cost will change when something else will change. What is that something? That is called as cost driver. Okay. So now you all tell me, ordering cost will depend upon what factor, beta?
Number of orders.
Number of orders. So therefore, I will be writing number of orders. Number of orders is said to be the driver of the cost. Cost will change when number of orders will change. And obviously, can you say setup cost will depend upon number of setups, no? So therefore, number of orders that I had given to you all was this 90-5-5. I'm writing that 90-5-5 over here. 90:5:5. And this particular thing 340, 50 and 10. Keep your 340, 50 and 10. Keep your calcies ready, please. Now, this is all together done. Next step in this particular case, we try to be finding out cost driver rate. Okay. Use your calci and tell me 1 lakh rupees is a cost for 100 orders, no? So therefore, per order cost will be how much? 1000. That we all did before also. But 2 lakh rupees is a cost for 400 setups. Please just divide.
500.
This is rupees 500. Can you say 500 per setup, no?
Yes.
And finally, these particular cost has to be divided among your products. Products are called as cost objects. Products are called as cost objects, means to whom we have to give the cost, beta. It will be our products in this particular case, product A, product B, product C. Now, product A will be responsible for how many orders, beta? 90 orders into 100. So therefore, can you say 90,000 rupees should be going to product A? Okay, then in this particular case, how much should be going to product B? 5,000. How much should be going to product C? That is 5,000. That is 90 orders into rupees 1,000. 5 into 1,000. 5 into 1,000. Okay, please pick up your calci. I want the other numbers. For setup cost, 340 into 500. How much will that be? 1,70,000. Okay. For the other one, 25,000. And the last one in this particular case will be 5,000. Okay. This is all together done. This is BOH. As per fundas of activity based costing. Now you all try to be seeing how the things will be totally different now. Tell me, what is the total overheads to be given to product A? It will be 2,60,000. Then how much for B? 30,000. How much for C in this particular case? That will be nothing but 10,000 over here. This is your BOH. Sir, now you will divide by BLA. There is no BLA over here. Beta, these are the total overheads to be given to all the three products. Please divide by number of units and the job gets finished. So therefore, divide by number of units over here. So divide by number of units in this particular case. For product A, we will be making 10,000, 5,000 and 50,000. So therefore, this is 10,000. This is 5,000, this is 50,000. The moment you all do this particular thing, this will give you overheads per unit. So each unit of product A should get 26 rupees. Each unit of product B should be getting 6 rupees. Each unit of product C should be getting 0.2. You all will understand these answers have to be flawless. There cannot be any error in this particular thing. Every product has directly got its own cost based upon cost drivers. Somebody can be saying, so you prove that these particular answers are correct. Okay, it's very easy for me to be proving now. Suppose if I take my last example whereby number of orders become 91. Okay, can I say this particular figure will also become 1,01,000?
Yes, sir.
You all will still understand that cost driver rate will still be rupees 1,000 per order, but this 90,000 will become 91,000, no, directly.
Yes.
Are everybody understood this?
Yes, sir.
So automatically every product will be getting its own cost. Now years have passed, people have tried to be thinking how to criticize your activity based costing, but honestly it doesn't have a criticism. Okay, maximum there is a problem, and that particular problem is actually what? That for activity based costing to happen, no, there has to be a cost driver associated with that particular activity. Okay. If there is a cost driver, then in that particular case, your activity based costing will be working out. Okay. But if there is no cost driver, then there is a problem. And then in that case, what is to be done? We'll see in CA final, not at this particular stage. Okay. And these answers are absolutely correct. There is absolutely no flaw over here. Every product had got its own cost over here. Just I'm trying to do a small recap. Listen, my objective is basically to be finding out how much overheads is to be charged to your products. That is our aim as such. Okay. How do you accomplish this aim? There are two techniques. First of all, you all have your traditional costing, absorption costing. Second, you all have a relatively newer technique, that is the activity based costing, absorption costing. It says that first of all decide you want to have one rate, you want to have a multiple rate, means a departmental rate. So I thought let me try to be having say a departmental rate. So do one thing, make a list of all the overheads that you will be incurring in this year. Go for allocation, go for apportionment, go for reapportionment. Once that is done, total the overheads of the production departments. You will start to get your BOH, divide by BLA, you will get your absorption rate, apply absorption rate to the products, and that is how you will start to get your overheads per unit. Once you get your overheads per unit, okay, in case you are only asked the overheads per unit, your job is done. In case you are asked that try to arrive at factory cost or total cost, then they'll give you direct material, direct labor, kindly add that also. Okay. In activity based costing, all these things are not required. Activity based costing says fixed cost may be fixed, but every fixed cost should mostly have a cost driver. And in case it has a cost driver, then follow this process. What particular process? First, try to make a list of all the activities which are going on in the organization. That is one thing. Second thing, after that, try to find out cost of each activity. Third, try to find out cost driver of each activity. What do you mean by cost driver? Cost driver is that factor which is responsible for incurring that activity cost. Example, yesterday ordering activity, cost driver was number of orders. Setup activity, it was number of setups, so on and so forth. Then find out cost driver rate, that is cost per order or suppose cost per setup, etc. Apply that cost driver rate to your products. Your products will be called as cost objects. Once you will do that, you will start to get overheads for each and every product. This is BOH. The moment you get your BOH, there is no BLA over here. Divide by number of units, you will start to get your overheads per unit. Okay. This usually will be taking far shorter time as compared to this particular thing. Okay. Do remember, absorption costing gives you wrong overheads, whereas activity based costing gives you correct overheads. That is whatever we are trying to be commenting on, and our comments was the only thing that was pending yesterday. See. Now yesterday when I was doing this particular question, which we made like that only, just though any numbers we all wrote down. Under absorption costing, we got these overheads. Under activity based costing, we got these overheads. I'll write down. Okay, product A, product B, product C. Under absorption costing, under absorption costing, under absorption costing, under activity based costing. Okay, these were the two techniques that were there. Okay. Direct material, not much interested. Direct labor, not much interested. Prime cost, and interested in factory overheads. Okay. Now, yesterday, what three answers we all got for absorption costing of the three products? This, and this. I'm writing these three. 3.75, 15 and 3.75. Under activity based costing, we got these answers here, 26, 6 and 0.2. Do remember, activity based costing gives you correct cost. Okay, absorption costing gives you wrong cost. Now, whenever you are going to be commenting, keep few things in your mind. What few things? First, try to be thinking you are an idiot that you follow absorption costing, and entire world, all your competitors are better people. Those guys have shifted to activity based costing. Okay, first mindset. Second, absorption costing gives you wrong results. Okay, third, activity based costing gives you correct results. Third, You have to try to say in comment, if you still follow absorption costing, how it will ruin you. Okay, how it will ruin you. Okay, now see. Now, these are the wrong costs. Okay, apart from that, the other three are the correct cost. Now, you have to start to be thinking, as I told, that you're an idiot, you're still following absorption costing and using wrong cost. What happens if you use wrong cost? Now, first of all, you all try to tell me, this is your work. Try to tell me, out of product A, product B and product C, which product will not be sold in the market? Think. Mine and my competitors' products are exactly same. Only thing is, I computed wrong cost. They have calculated correct cost. Tell me which product or which products will not be sold at all. Think. Only from here and nothing else. Only from here. Product B and product C. Why? See, this is cost that I calculated. This is cost, this is correct cost. All of my competitors use this particular cost. I use this particular cost. Now, if you just want any damn stupid number, I'll write them down. In my and my competitors' data, no, prime cost everywhere is same, say 10 rupees. Product B, say 20 rupees. Product C, say 30 rupees. Quality wise, everything is altogether the same. There is no difference. Okay. So obviously, this is my cost. This is competitor's cost. This is my cost. This is competitor's cost. This is my cost. This is competitor's cost. Obviously, out of 3 products, 2 products will not be sold at all. And which will those be? Product B and product C. Why? But if my cost is higher, my selling price will also be usually on a higher side, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so therefore customers, if they have a choice, same quality you are getting from 2 different people, but one guy is cheaper, other guy is expensive, you will always be buying whichever is cheaper, no, as such. Okay, yes, if there is a quality difference, is a different thing only. Okay, but as such, like, they will be going for whatever is cheaper. So therefore product B and product C will not get sold at all. You all understood this argument?
Yes, sir.
This is 33.75, I guess. Okay, but in any particular case, my cost is going to be far higher than that of the competitors. So therefore, my product B and product C will not get sold. Obviously, somebody can be thinking, sir, what happens if product B and C do not get sold? Sir, I will sell A like anything, sir. Correct? Because your A's cost is how much, beta? 13.75. Competitor's cost is how much? Speak up. 36. But then do remember, this is wrong cost. Okay, you are an idiot that you followed absorption costing. So this particular figure is a wrong figure, boss. It's a wrong figure. It's a wrong figure. But the thing is, you know, the greatness about the idiot is that entire world knows that he's an idiot, but that guy does not know that he's an idiot. Else, how the hell he will be idiot? Okay, you all understood now what I told?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you don't know that absorption costing gives you wrong results. You are being very proud of it, and you might be thinking like this: I'm the greatest person ever born on this earth. Product A, when I produce at 13.75. When competitors produce, they produce at 36. What a greatest personality I am. Beta, you are not the greatest personality. You are a mad person of the highest order. You use wrong technique like absorption costing. You got a wrong result. Okay. But the thing is, you don't know it is wrong, no? Okay. Else, why the hell you will try to follow it? Okay. So you try to be thinking, my cost is so less. I will add 100% profit margin. You start to write down profit margin of 13.75 and you try to price your product at 27.5. Okay, you try to sell your product at 27.5. All other competitors of product A add a profit margin of 4 rupees and they sell, in this particular case, the product at a price of 40. So therefore, these are the selling prices. Tell me first of all, will your product get sold in the market a lot?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, obviously yes, your selling price is very less. Okay, everybody will be wanting to buy your product. Whenever the showrooms open, where product A, product B and product C of mine and my competitors are kept, okay, all the customers, they rush in. They don't buy my product B and product C because my prices are higher, but then they rush to buy my product A. Whenever they buy my product A, I start to be thinking, I have earned 100% profit margin. What a great personality I am. Brilliant I am. Okay, you can keep on thinking. One day you will become a beggar. Why? Because this is your wrong cost. This is not your correct cost. Your correct cost should have been what rupees, beta? 36. So even if you are selling a product at 27.5, ultimately you are not getting a profit of 13.75. In reality, you are getting a loss of 8.5 rupees. You understood this?
Yes, sir.
You followed wrong technique, you are getting wrong cost. Okay, based upon that you are computing some selling price, which is obviously wrong. If you try to think that this is going to be my selling price and this is my cost, that's wrong, beta. In reality, your cost is still 36 rupees only. That so you followed a wrong technique, got a wrong answer. So whenever anybody buys your product, okay, you are going to be losing how much here? 8.5. Your product B and product C was never getting sold. Okay. Now product A in this particular case gets sold but gives you a loss of how much per unit here? 8.5. Nothing will be left in your company only. Okay. That is what should be coming whenever you are trying to be doing comments. You have to try to be saying which products will not be sold at all. And those products which will be sold will ultimately be sold at a loss. You all understood this?
Yes, sir.
This will be your commentary part in the questions as such. Okay, and that's what we are going to be doing. Let's start it off with the questions. Questions of activity based costing are going to be gift to you. They are going to be helping you all to pass. So ensure that you are good in this particular chapter. If you are good in overheads, you will be good in this also. Okay. So let's start it off. This is question number 1. Come over there, please. All the theories printed right in the beginning only. Okay, let's start it off. A company produces 3 products A, B and C for which standard cost and standard quantities and quantities per unit are given below. Quantity produced, product ABC, direct material per unit, direct labor per unit, labor hours per unit, machine hours per unit. Number of purchase requisition. Now some words you should be knowing. I think most of the words you will be knowing also. Number of purchase requisition. We all have done purchase requisition form in material costing. You all heard of that?
Yes, sir.
Whenever we want to be purchasing, there is a request form that goes purchase requisition. So therefore ultimately purchase requisition will result in a order of the material, no? Okay, so in this particular case, purchase requisitions means number of orders only. Whenever we give a request for purchase, after that we will start to purchase also, no? So therefore this will be number of orders. 1200, 1800, 2000, just total it up please, 5000. Number of setups. Further, total it up 800. Production overhead split up by departments. Now do remember, department wise data you require under absorption costing. Activity wise data you require under activity based costing. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
So this data will be useful for me for absorption costing. Department 1 overheads, department 2 overheads. By default, if nothing is given, both of them are production overheads only. Okay. Sorry, both of them are production departments only. Now everybody will tell me if they are only production departments and there are no service departments. That means which step that you usually do will not come also? Reapportionment. Further, department 1 is labor intensive. Department 2 is machine intensive. Okay. Why will this line be given to you? Department 1 is labor intensive, department 2 is machine intensive. You follow labor hour method over here, you follow machine hour method over here. Okay, now see. Same 26 lakh rupees. Now you are given activity wise. Production, scheduling, machine setup, receiving and inspecting. Total amount in this particular case will be 26 lakhs. Okay. Further. So this data obviously will be useful for activity based costing. This same 26 lakhs, once a bifurcation was given department wise, now it is given activity wise. Okay. Number of batches received or inspected 5000. Obviously this 5000 is this only. Somebody might ask, sir, are they going to be same? In this question it is they are same. And why they are same? If we will order 5000 times the raw material for each product, we will get the orders 5000 times and we will inspect the orders 5000 times. Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this data will be same only. Further, number of batches for scheduling and setup 800. This is this particular data only. You are required to prepare product cost. Write down product cost statement means cost per unit, nothing else. Under absorption costing and activity based costing. Okay, absorption costing is also called as traditional costing. Compare the results under the two methods. Okay, so therefore those comments part are also asked over here. Okay, let's start. Listen, we are starting away with part first. You all write down please. Product cost statement under traditional costing. Now see, in every question of activity based costing, 90%, not 100%, but 90%, they will give you direct material, they will give you direct labor. Because your job, even under absorption costing, was only to do one thing, treat your overheads, no? That is what we all did in the entire chapter, right? It's all about your overheads. So they'll give you that particular thing. Okay, you all write down like this, direct material. In bracket, you can write down the short form one. So therefore, now we can use the short forms. Direct labor, prime cost, add factory overheads, that will give you factory cost. And once we are going to be doing the things under activity based costing. Listen, now if the product's name is ABC, no, do not use short form of activity based costing as ABC. You understood this?
Yes, sir.
Else examiner will not be coming to know you are referring to the technique or you are referring to the bloody products. Okay, so in this case product's name is also ABC only, hence I am using the complete name here. Now see, till prime cost, no, stories will always remain same because these are two techniques how to get different overheads. Okay, so I start away with prime cost only, add FOH and get factory cost. Now listen. Read the question and tell me, for product A, what is the direct material that is required per unit? Rupees 50. What is the direct labor for product A? 30. So therefore write down 50, 30, 80. Obviously under activity based costing also, prime cost will remain same only. Copy that for B and C also please. Okay. Further. Now see, we are about to be getting this particular data. Okay, you will do one thing. Write down comments. Just a sec. Leave 2 lines only because I printed them actually. Okay, so then you all write down working note 1. Write down overheads per unit under absorption costing. overheads per unit under absorption costing. Now, absorption costing works with the help of something called as an absorption rate. Absorption rate is BOH divided by BLA. Write down. Now, beta, you will tell me in this question, is the data given to you department wise?
Yes, sir.
So then you should try to follow departmental method. So therefore there will be two overheads, department 1, department 2. Now listen, tell me what will be the overheads of department 1? 11 lakhs and department 2 15 lakhs.
15 lakhs.
I am giving you all 2 minutes. Get me the denominator for department 1 and for department 2. Compute, tell me in 2 minutes time. You will require your calcs, please. How much?
2.6 lakhs.
2,60,000 and 3,30,000. Now, how did those particular numbers come? We wanted labor hour over here. Okay, we wanted labor hour method over here. 10,000 units of product A will be getting made. For each and every unit, you will require how many labor hours over here? 3 labor hours. Same way for B, same way for C over here. Okay, that's how you're going to be getting total number of labor hours. Exactly the same way, that's how you're going to be getting number of machine hours. Okay, so do one thing. Write down over here a bit small, please. 10,000 into 3 plus 20,000 into 4 plus 30,000 into 5. This is 10,000 into 4 plus 20,000 into 4 plus 30,000 into 7. This is 2,60,000, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And this is 3,30,000. Whenever you all write down absorption rate, I have told this thing in past also. Please write it properly. That is, it is what per what. It will be something per labor hour. This will be something per machine hour. Get me those two answers, please.
4.20 and 4.55.
Okay, now see. Please do remember, getting absorption rate is not the end of the problem. You have to apply absorption rate to the products to get overheads per unit. Okay, so listen, I have to find out this particular data. What is this data? It is factory overheads per unit for product A. Write down factory overheads per unit for, on the next line, product A. Now see, what does this particular rate mean to us? Forever, whenever any product goes inside department 1, takes 1 labor hour to get manufactured, charge 4.23 as overheads. Is that all fine?
Yes.
Any product goes inside department 2, takes 1 machine hour to get manufactured, charge 4.55 as overheads. You will tell me, does product A take some labor hours to get manufactured?
Yes, sir.
Yes, 3 labor hours. Does product A require some machine hours also?
Yes.
So therefore, it will be getting overheads 2 times beta. Once for department 1, once for department 2. So 3 labor hours at the rate of 4.23 per labor hour, 4 machine hours at the rate of 4.55 per machine hour. 12.69, 18.20, no? Correct, no? Yeah. 30.89.
So this cost sheet we are making for unit.
Yeah, this data that you all have written is on per unit basis, no? Direct material that you wrote down was per unit only, no, as such. Please compute for product A and product B in exactly the same way. You will have done for product A, please do that particular thing for product B and product C. Once you all do that, do one thing, put 30.89 over here, 110.89. Please complete for B and C also, please complete and tell me the answer. What's the answer, beta? Done, beta?
Yes.
Okay, listen. Your this particular part is done. Now we'll start away with activity based costing. Okay, now activity based costing till prime cost everything will remain same only, no? Only thing that will be changing is nothing but overheads. So let's try to talk of overheads now. For overheads, we'll be making the same statement that I made yesterday. Exactly this particular statement only. Please give the title. Use the name activity based costing, not ABC. Make it for the lines that I'm making, that should be enough. Tell me when the ruling is over, I'll start then. Listen. First thing is in the question, no, try to identify how many activities are there. You all tell me in this particular question, how many activities are there in this particular question? Two activities. I guess their names are over here. We are exactly writing this particular thing. Whichever are the activities that some will give, some will only give the activities only. From where will we try to identify? First activity, second activity. So, production scheduling / machine setup. Its cost is 12 lakhs. I'll usually require 3 lines for every activity. Okay. Then I'm writing the next one. So 1 line blank if this thing has taken 2 lines for you. In all, I'll require 3 lines. Okay. For each activity. Receiving and inspecting. Now listen, now this is the only time you got to be thinking, sir, what will be the cost driver? You all tell me now in this particular question, production scheduling or machine setup, beta this particular cost will change when something else will change. Tell me what is that factor due to which this particular cost will change? Number of setups. And receiving or inspecting will be changing when what changes? Number of. Now, I'm going to be writing number of setups now. Number of setups are over here. Number of purchase requisitions are over here. Listen, 12 lakh rupees is your total cost. Can you say 12 lakh rupees is your total cost for how many setups, beta?
5,000. 5,000.
Cartoons 800. Okay. Total of these particular three things. Okay. So 12 lakhs is a total cost for 800 setups. Please just divide. So therefore it will be 1500 per setup. It is very important that you write down this thing in this particular way only, 1500 per setup. Then further, 14 lakhs is a cost for how many purchase requisitions? $280 per purchase requisition. Now, 1500 per setup, how many setups beta? 240. Just keep on multiplying now and finish off your answer. You total up the cost for A, B and C. So 1500 into 240 is equal to 3,60,000, 3,90,000, 4,50,000. 1200, 280 into 1200, 3,36,000. Now this is BOH. But under activity based costing, no, there is nothing like BLA. You directly divide by number of units, you will get overheads per unit. So please divide by number of units. Just let me know one single data. How many units of A will be getting produced?
10,000.
10,000. So therefore this is the overheads for 10,000 units, no? So just divide to get per unit. Done beta this much?
No, sir. 1 minute.
Now listen. Whenever you are going to be doing comments, whenever you are going to be doing comments, I know that I've printed the comments, okay, I do understand that particular thing, but whenever you are going to be doing comments, then in that case, we got to be doing what? Just check this up. Compare the results under the two methods. Let's write down the results. These are the results under the two methods. We are writing them down. You will have got two lines. We are going to be writing over there only. Now see, listen to me very carefully what I am going to be telling you all. See, do remember, total overheads, you follow any technique beta, is 26 lakhs only. Okay. Whenever you are going to be commenting, have this particular mind of yours. Sir, absorption costing gives wrong results. Activity based costing gives you correct results. You write down these two words. Further, you can write down me also if you want. Okay, you are following absorption costing. Okay, all the competitors are following activity based costing. So this is you, this is competitors. You have to try to be saying, if you follow absorption costing, how it will ruin you all. First of all, pick out that particular product of yours, or pick out those products of yours which will not get sold. Tell me which product or which products will not get sold at all.
C.
A and B. C.
Obviously product C, because your cost is higher. If your cost is higher, speak the next line. The selling price will also be higher. So product C will not be sold at all. Okay, so therefore this product will not be sold at all. Okay, now one thing. Product A and B will definitely get sold because my cost is going to be lower than that of the competitors. But then do remember that my cost is wrong beta. Okay. So what happens if the cost is wrong? Now one thing that I did not tell you all before. Okay. I told you all one thing but not the other part. In comments I'll require that. See. Product A, my cost is 110.89. Okay. Competitor's cost is 149.6. This is me, this is competitor. Okay, this is factory cost. Okay. Now my cost is lower, fine. I do understand that. Now I try to be thinking I'm the greatest person ever born on this world. So I will add in this case say 30 rupees profit margin and I'll sell the product approximately at 140.89. Now this 30 is any number from my mind. Okay. You all do understand, even if you sell your product at 140.89, ultimately you are selling your product at loss, no?
Yes, sir.
Because this is not your correct cost beta. To find out you are incurring profit, you are getting profit or you are incurring loss, you got to be comparing it with the correct cost. So therefore this is the correct cost. So therefore you will be incurring in this particular case some amount of loss. Okay, now you all will understand this 30 is my imagination. Okay, somebody can be saying, so what happens if I write 40? You write 40, that's okay. Can we say if you are going to be writing 40, selling price will be 150.89? In that case, you all will understand, I will make small amount of profit, but that profit will be nowhere rupees 40, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, that profit will be very less as compared to whatever I think I am making. Okay, in reality, your profit is going to be far less because your actual cost is far higher. So whenever you are writing the comments now, what you should try to be saying, although product A and B will have good demand, but ultimately they will be either sold at a loss or sold at lesser amount of profit margin. You understood this word, lesser amount of profit margin?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everybody understood this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so your first paragraph is all about this particular thing only. Which products will be sold at a profit, which products will be sold at a loss. That's it. Okay. So product C will not be sold at all. Okay, why? Because our cost is higher, our selling price will also be higher. Although product A and B will have good demand, but ultimately will be sold at a loss or at a small amount of profit margin. Therefore, all my three products will fail to contribute much towards company's profit. Is that line okay?
Yes, sir.
No product will be giving great profit to the company beta, because some products will not be sold at all. Then some other products, they will be sold, but then they will be sold at a loss. Whichever products get sold at a profit also, they will be giving in reality very less profit. Is this okay?
Yes.
Okay, first, this will be your first paragraph. Your comments are not over. Okay, now your second paragraph. For second paragraph, what you will have to try to be thinking, sir, my total overheads will remain 26 lakhs only, sir. Okay, total overheads, total, not per unit. My total overheads are 26 lakh rupees. These are wrong costs. These are the correct costs. Can you say under wrong cost, product C has got more cost as compared to whatever it should have got? It should have got only this much amount of cost. It has got more amount of cost, no?
Yes.
Okay. Can we say some product will get lesser cost, other products will be getting higher cost, because the total overhead still has to be remaining same?
Yes.
So tell me, which products have got a lower cost?
Product A and B.
Product A and B. It should have got, in this particular case, this much amount of cost. Beta, it got only this much, so therefore it has got less. Same story with B also. So I'm staying on line now. That you all should be able to understand. Under absorption costing, product A and product B have transferred their overhead cost to product C. Is that understood?
Yes.
That is why C got more overheads and A and B have got lesser overheads, because A and B must have transferred their overhead cost to C, no? Whereas under activity based costing, all the three products get their own cost, which is ascertained by means of cost drivers. This line has to be forming part of your comments. Whereas under activity based costing, all the three products get their own true cost, which is ascertained by means of cost drivers. I want that cost driver word to be there. Okay. We use cost drivers to find out the cost that leads us to the correct cost. One sec. What I have told in the second paragraph. Under absorption costing, product A and product B will transfer their overhead cost to product C. Whereas, speak further. Under activity based costing, all the three products get their true cost. Speak. All the three products get their true cost as ascertained by cost driver. So that's okay now. Okay. And then last paragraph, just advice from our heart. It is much better that company uses activity based costing to find out true overhead cost. Okay, just a suggestion to the company, left upon you whether you all want to follow or not. Okay, but at least that advice we all will give. It is much better that company follows activity based costing. That is whatever I've tried to write down in the comments over here. Okay, this will be fetching you approximately, this will be there for 8 marks. And this particular thing will be there for 4 marks. Okay, you can write down 8 marks and 4 marks and just put an arrow over here. I'm reading the comments once. If product pricing is done using absorption costing, then product C will not be sold at all, as selling price of C will be higher than that of competitors. Although A and B will have demand, but ultimately they will be sold at a loss or small amount of profit margin. Hence, all the products will fail to contribute much towards company's profits. Under absorption costing, A and B have transferred their cost to C. Whereas under activity based costing, each product gets their own overheads ascertained by means of cost driver. It is much better that company uses activity based costing to find the true overhead cost. That's it. Okay. Job done.